and welcome to Pitch Brand Talk. I have with me today Shefali Gautam. She's the Chief Marketing Officer at Carrot Lane, and she's going to tell us what all is happening at Carrot Lane. Shefali, hi.
Hey, hi. Good morning, Simran. I'm very, very happy to meet you.
Shefali, let's start off with how Carrot Lane is doing. In Q3 FY25, Carrot Lane, I remember meeting you. You said you've actually surpassed the benchmarks with 500 crores sales, and you closed the quarter three with 27% growth. So let's just look back at quarter four and FY25 end. How did that pan out? What's been the growth clock?
Okay, so we're very happy to announce that we were able to meet our targets. And quarter four actually was filled with a lot of new experiments that we did. One being that after almost 7 years, we debuted on television. We started off with our new campaign during Valentine's. This was one of our strategic priorities, which is engagement rings. We debuted ourselves on television with the Hindi GEC and the relevant regional markets as well, and we saw a lot of pull because it was we were able to tap into a new audience set completely through this medium. What we This gave us a lot of confidence, so much so that we decided to go further on television through IPL. So we've been as a brand constantly on television starting 12th of February all the way till when the IPL will end. So yes, it's been a great journey for us from the media mix perspective. Another thing is that we in FY25 we were able to launch two more new collections. We had a high-end collection which was Eternity, that actually opened our gates to an entirely new set of consumers, somebody who's more discerning, because we also realize that as our consumer is getting older, and somebody who started their journey with us say about 5 7 years ago today wants to buy something which is in the 1 or 2 lakh bracket. So we've also adventured ourselves into higher price points, and we're doing a fairly the business is doing fairly well in those price bands as well.
I'll just come back to the media mix and IPL a bit later, but let's come to the engagement film. You've launched a second engagement film. But before that, I just want to go back to your first engagement film, which you had done around January, February, right? So, how did that perform campaign fare for you? Because this was also around Valentine's Day when a lot of people do tend to pop the question. What were the kind of metrics achieved? Because what was also interesting was this was your for Carrot Lane's foray into the wedding space. So, how did the first campaign perform now that you're back with the second campaign?
So the success of campaign one actually built that confidence in us to very quickly move to the second campaign as well. The one thing that connects both the chapter one of the campaign and the chapter two of the campaign is that both are built on a very strong consumer insight. uh, we as a business, we have a very large offering in the engagement space with the array of rings, and of course rings starting at 25,000 rupees. uh, we were able to put our film, the first film, on digital, on YouTube, on Meta. We ran programmatic ads on it. We also sent this out to our consumers. We did a dipstick post that in terms of brand track as well. We had put this film on television as well. The engagement rates that we typically see was upward of 4%, which is very very high as a metric in the industry. We saw a metric of 4.29% as an engagement rate, which I think is very very high. Secondly, we also looked at the brand track, and we were very happy to see that our that in within the jewelry business, our total awareness has gone to upward of 37%, which is fairly high. With the second campaign, we are hoping that it will go even further high. Now, coming back to the first campaign, the first, of course, is we saw the awareness reach the frequency with which we were able to reach out to the customer. We've never before been able to reach to such a wide audience with a 4.29% of engagement rate. Another thing that I'd like to talk about is that one of the main metrics that we see on YouTube is that what is the 100% video completion rate. And for our engagement 1.0 film, we were able to see a 36% of 100% video completion rate, which is very, very high for a YouTube, which is for ad films which are skippable, but people like it so much that they don't skip it.
Now, coming to the second part of your engagement campaign, which is called The Nudge, Chapter 2. So, typically, I think for all of us, when we see movies, the engagement is, typically the man going down on his knees to propose to the woman. Now, when you look at the other context, I think for most Indian couples, engagement happens in front of everybody one day before the wedding, right? It's not like the man going down on his knees. It's just a function a day or two before the wedding. But what I found interesting is that you've reimagined the act of proposing, which is, and you've said that you've not seen it as a Western ritual, but as an Indian ritual. So, can you just say what's the thought process behind this? Are Indians also now going down on the knees, not just in movies, but beyond that?
All right. So we did a quick dipstick with our customers, and we were trying to see. We always build our campaigns on a pure deep insight, which is relevant, and our consumers can instantly connect with it. Uh, the Nudge film is messy, it's funny, but it's so real. It captures a very honest and pure raw moment in the real relationship. See, men tend to procrastinate. Sometimes they become very comfortable. They are in a relationship and they just get too comfortable to not even think of taking it to the next level. This film captures exactly the same, where there's a very happy couple. They seem to be a lot in love, and they're almost very, 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 very comfortable with the status quo in the relationship they have. But then the girl has to nudge the men, and this is that one insight that in an everyday life also you will see that women have to nudge men. A lot of times they don't understand these clues. They have to be nudged, taught, uh, to be able to take that step. And I mean, it's a beautiful film where the film ends at a metro. And I'm just hoping that all these men who watch this film do not let the train miss. They're able to go and propose.
So, what's been the reaction to this campaign? And
Okay, so it's been overwhelming. In fact, I would say that this film is 2x more loved by people, both internally as well as by our customers, which is validated through the data as well. This film has found a lot more love than our engagement 1.0 as well. I think one reason is that because this is continuation of the first campaign, and this first campaign actually lasted till March end. So that was a almost 1.5 month campaign, and we very soon, within a gap of month and a half, which was basically Akshaya Tritiya period, because we have been able to release the second film, there's a continuity which people have been able to see. So the consumers see that first film was about engagement rings, and therefore the second one, in terms of the metric, again the YouTube completion rate for this film is even higher. The more and more people liking this film. In fact, this film has a little bit of quirkiness. While the first film was built on jitters, this is far more real, far more humorous, and therefore this film has garnered far more love, both in terms of engagement rate as well as from the video completion rate perspective.
would it be possible to share some metrics on how this is performed?
Okay, so in the first week itself, when we launched the film, so while I don't have a like to like
Mhm.
comparison, because the second film is still, the campaign is still on, we will do a final reconciliation only towards the end. This film is running on IPL already. The within the first week, the engagement organically that we were able to get was upward of 5%. The video completion rate that we saw within the first week was upward of 62%, which is very, very high number. And we are very, very excited that by the end of this campaign, we will be able to see. I mean, when we close the campaign, we'll be able to see a complete perspective of this. We also look at the number of pieces sold. I think from a business perspective, also that's also very important. We saw when our first campaign, we saw our engagement rings business go up by 21%. Uh, this is actually a very right time while we released our first film during Valentine's. This is a pre wedding season, and a lot of engagements, not just to proposals, but the family engagements also happen at this point of time. So, this is the perfect pre wedding time where a lot of shopping in jewelry is happening, and we're already seeing a uptake in our rings performance.
You mentioned IPL. So why did you associate with IPL as a jewelry brand? I just want to confirm, was this the first time you associated with IPL, or has this been done before?
No, this is the first time that CaratLane has ever associated with IPL. Of course, there was a lot of research which was done. We
Hmm.
found out that till last year, there was a very large base of consumer which was watching IPL. This year, that number has gone further up. Interestingly, 40% of the viewers who watch IPL are actually women. Now, that
Women,
is
correct.
interesting part. And because typically what happens is during IPL, literally it's a roadblock in
Hmm.
in the world of media. The movie releases go slow. Nothing new comes up because
Hmm.
in every single household, in that evening slot, there is a uh, IPL is periodically on anywhere you go, airports, the any kind of
Restaurants.
pubs, etc. You would only and only see IPL running everywhere, and I think that is the reason why we decided to make sure that this is the right platform to be. We unanimously decided because this is one event which is almost a national event, is watched equally across India in smaller towns, metros, tier 1, tier 2, etc. It has a high viewership of women. It is used in the households for the entire period. In fact, there is a study which also says that the YouTube creators, and also the influencers, the amount of the cricket content which suddenly starts coming up
Hmm.
very high. It's almost like a cricket is a fever, and we as an organization definitely wanted to ride on.
So IPL, the bets on IPL have actually, your
Yeah,
bets have been
correct.
positive on IPL.
And one another point is that because all the channels, including CTV as well as Linear TV, because
Hmm.
we were the broadcast sponsor for Star Sports HD, because these channels also have Star Sports HD Hindi, Star Sports
Sure.
HD Tamil, Telugu. The reach, therefore, even at a regional level, is fairly high, and so for JioStar as well, because the minute you switch the language, so we run our vernacular ads for all the vernacular channels.
So targeting. Now I just, we were talking about IPL. Now the other thing, is what I want to bring in is moment marketing, because you do a lot of moment marketing, and you also recently had your last month, the Mother's Day campaign. Now I'm just looking at moment marketing and IPL. Now both, there's a lot of clutter in ads during this time. Like even Mother's Day, a lot of brands you see associated, and this is the same case even in IPL, where you have, so many brands who are associated. How do you stand out in this clutter? What's
Okay.
the challenge in this?
Okay. So we have a On social media, we have a content strategy and we sit on it every month. It's a very detailed process. We have a few content buckets. And out of many, it would be, of course, the video content that we have, the product content we have, the UGC that we have, the influencer marketing that we do. But one of the very, very high performing content piece for us is always the moment marketing. We are always on the lookout that what is the new trend, what is the new tune, what are the new memes, and especially during IPL, there are many which float around.
Many.
Yes, and we capture those, and we give it our own take, and the minute and the speed at which the entire team works is incredible. There are many such moments which got viral during IPL. For example, there is this one influencer. Now, actually, she was just a college girl and now has become an influencer, which who had who had done a hand gesture when Dhoni got out in one of the matches. And we quickly picked that up and we said that, oh, this is how we feel when we see you not in a carrot lane jewelry. And that just one simple clip went viral for us. So these kind of moment marketing really work very well for us. Even on Mother's Day, we picked up our collection, and the we were able to we very quickly made a video out of the mothers and the daughters and we quickly made a new song, we released it, we got so much content organically through that. So today there is one change which is definitely happening on Instagram. People are moving away increasingly from the decked up and styled content. They want to see the real raw moments. And I think we are now increasingly working on something which is quirky, relatable, trendy, and people can absolutely relate to in their real lives. Yes.
Now, the other thing which Carrot Lane does very well is innovations, right? You had the postcard innovation where customers could embed a digital message into any ring, and then the wearer of the ring could, scan it and kind of relive the memory. So, anything now on the anvil, especially now that you've got part two of your engagement campaign or any other, you also mentioned that you launched some new jewelry collections. So, anything done on the innovation front that we could see?
Okay, so that's true. Postcards kind of an innovation comes once in a while, and that's definitely something which still we are the or industry first and will probably continue to be, because no one has been able to really execute that. But we, yes, agreed, we continue to have these transformative, innovative designs which we launch every month. There's only yesterday that we had a preview launch of our new collection, which is the Runway collection. Runway collection is actually made with motifs of aeroplanes in it. We are launching it on 31st of May. 31st of May is also the International Air Crew Day. So we have these entire collection is inspired by these little planes, and we have bracelets and rings where you can move the plane when it almost gives the visual impact of as if the plane is flying. We have few earrings where there is propeller and the propeller can move. So we have tried a lot of movements in the jewelry, and it's extremely it's a high quality dedicated process to make sure those pieces can move within a jewelry so seamlessly. You will see it getting launched on 31st of May.
Mhm. So that's International Air Crew Day.
Yes, 31st of
I
May,
I
international.
didn't know about it. So yeah, that's a new learning. Now I just want to see. I just want to. I'm very curious about something. Now, typically when you go to a jewelry store, you look at the design to buy it. But when you're innovation, you've got a postcard innovation, or you've got then, somebody is a fan of airplanes and you've got this. What then is the pull, for the consumer? Is it the innovation? Because with postcard, you can relive the memory again and again. Or is it just the design? Or how do you then combine both?
All right. So, Simran,
It's the
very
feedback that you received. I'm just curious.
All right. So we have a very large database of our consumers because
Hmm.
now we've been around since 2008. We
Correct.
speak to our consumers very well. We have, in fact, we've launched our loyalty program starting 1st of April. We have a brand new loyalty program which we didn't have in the organization till now. Our crown customers, who's our the topmost consumer, we actually speak to them and reach out to them in a personalized manner very very frequently. In fact, we have their birthdays celebrated at store. We get a cake, we invite them, and we go all out in making sure that they are felt as a family. Their feedback is very important. So yes, we Carrot Lane has been known for stunning designs, and we launch one collection every month. We speak to our crown customers and we take feedback from them. It's a very very rigorous process. um, what it helps us is that we now have been able to design 9 personas within the jewelry business for our consumers. There are folks who are collectors. They come to our store every month and they pick up that one piece they like from the new collection. They come to the store
Yes.
for a new collection, something fresh. And the second thing is that one of the USPs of Carrot Lane, other than stunning designs, has always been that we always do something that no one else has done. Nobody in the world has come up with a collection which is dedicated to the women who are, the trailblazers in the sky. This collection, for example, is actually dedicated to the pilots, the women pilots, the not just the commercial pilots but also the fighter pilots. It is also dedicated to the air crew that we have on ground and also in the flights. Now, no one has thought of them to literally to pay a tribute to them. That's one. Second, this is the first time ever there are these go, you know uh, planes made in gold and diamond which you can wear as a brooch, where there are rings. It's also for travel enthusiasts.
Finally, looking ahead for the rest of the year, what can we expect going ahead?
uh,
Rakhis also will come when other festivals follow. So what's up on the what's
okay.
up with that?
We typically work on a 3 month minus 90-day cycle. We're already working on our two new IPs.
Hmm.
I will definitely set up another time with you in a month and a half or so, July, and we have a very, very exciting collection coming up. Again, one of the first ones in globally. We're already working on a beautiful collection for Diwali and Dhanteras. Like I said, that every month we have a new collection that we launch. Um, in May month itself, while one is the runway collection, we're also launching another collection, which is Swirl, which is beautiful. We expect to launch it by mid June. Carrot Lane as a brand is out there. The kind of speed with which we bring new designs to our consumers is outstanding. In fact, another thing that I'd like to speak about is 22 KT. We're seeing that 22 KT pure gold unstudded without diamonds was not seen in vogue by our consumers till about a year back. But we're seeing a huge shift there. More and more people are inclined and asking for 22 KT, and we have therefore launched two collections, Seaborn and Kanak, this month itself, which is pure 22 KT, but with a Carrot Lane flavor to it. That collection was launched on the website on 15th of May. We're taking it to the stores on 1st of June. And with the kind of experiments and the array of collections we're bringing, we're extremely excited about the current year.
So you had mentioned, the last time we spoke that you have 3 to 4 IPs which you do in a year.
Right.
So you just mentioned IPs. So can you give us a hint or
No, these are extremely, extremely guarded, and we are bound by contracts. But when it comes out, I'm sure that you will be the first one to know.
thank you so much, Shefali. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Simran. Thank you so much. Good day.